What is going on, everybody? Lord, oh Lord, has it been a minute? But I am so glad to better than the Grammys. That's cute. Have a minute to come back on and talk to you all about what has been going on. Lord, oh Lord, has it been a mess? Let's see. Hello, everybody. There's a bunch already. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hello, Susan, Connie, Lori, Lynn, me. Mo, Nancy, Jack, Lynn again, Kim, Mary Lee, hello, 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 Granny, Helen, Sharon, Sandy, Betsy. Oh, the Grammys are on right now. Okay, I understand. I thought somebody was making a joke about the Oscars and the Will Smith thing. That was a lot of fun. Kim, Rebecca, Michelle, Phyllis. Hello, hello, hello. Patrick. Yeah, Patrick, thank you for putting your name there. Awesome. I appreciate it. So, ever since a few weeks ago, I mean, you all know that I think it all ties in together. I'm not 100% sure, but you know that my account was hacked on YouTube. Well, that was not the end of it, apparently. Somebody decided to go full force on me. Hello, Stacy. Hello, hello. Alan, what's up? Another Susan. Hello. I love my Susans. Danielle. Hello. So I don't know how this happened. I think it was my mortgage company because they did send me a paper apologizing. Bugs Adventure at the $4.99. Thank you so much. I don't have anything ready. I'll grab this real quick. Thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate it. It's absolutely helpful right now because of what happened. So, Karen, hello from Ohio. Hello, hello, hello. So somebody decided to go full force on me, and I think it was because there was a breach at my mortgage company. A lot of information was leaked, a lot of personal information. They got bank accounts, they got social securities, they got everything. And whoever took my information, Jeremy's in the house. What's up, buddy? Hello, hello. Just went absolutely medieval on me. I think that's the best way to put it. They just opening up accounts, draining money, taking money, moving money, doing whatever they possibly could. Hello, honey. And it has just been a nightmare doing damage control because this person literally has everything that makes me to, banks, the government. They have my social security, they have my address, they have a fake ID that says they're me. So they have had no issues whatsoever applying for credit cards, opening bank accounts, getting into my personal bank account, taking money out, cashing fraudulent checks. It has just been a nightmare. Every day I'm getting new letters from different creditors saying that they have denied me because of whatever reason, too many recent, applications, too many recent inquiries, debts just going up. It is absolutely crazy what this person is doing. And the worst part about it is that it's somebody in Ohio. It's literally somebody, it's a neighbor. It's not, I'm not saying it's my next door neighbor, but it's literally somebody who lives in the same state that I do. And this person is pretending to be me and just absolutely demolishing my credit and honestly my livelihood. They took money out of my bank account. They drained my bank account to zero, actually to negative, because bills came out. I have automatic bill pay, so I went negative. And I was like, "Are you telling me to shush?" And it's just been a nightmare. And I'm hoping to get my hands on this person. Which, if that happens, you won't see me for another about 8 to 10 years. Susan Rodenhaver, thank you so much for the $10. I really appreciate it. Says I'm so sorry. I appreciate it. Lori James, another $10. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to tell you guys to save your money because I don't know what's going on. I had to close my bank account and had to open up a new one, which is an absolute nightmare. I've had my bank account for, they said only 12 years, which doesn't make any sense because that was my first bank account. Marilyn Raby sucks dried gravy. I was wondering where you've been. I was going to make a comment about that. I was actually going to make a video a few days ago when all of this was coming to light for me. I'm literally talking about like beginning of this week, like Monday and Tuesday, this person was out and about. This was their job. They were on a mission to go to every single place they could. Lowe's, Macy's, Kohl's, every bank, every credit union. They were doing whatever they possibly could to open some type of account to get some type of money. That was their goal. That was their mission. It is literally what they planned to do those 2 days. And of course, with the way the mail works and the way some of the systems work, it takes a few days for it to come to light on my end. I don't check my credit every day. I don't know anybody who does. I'm sure there's some people out there, but everything is now hopefully, as damaged as it can be, is on its way to getting back to the way it was. And I'd like to get back to the way things were. I'd like to be out doing things for YouTube and not having to worry about somebody pretending to be me. So why would you want to be me? Why would you want to be me? There's no good reason for that. Absolutely no good reason. Yeah. So actually what happened was the mortgage companies gave me some free year subscription to some LifeLock type thing. It's not actually LifeLock, but it is. Well, that's actually the next step. Cobalt Tan, I think that's how you say that. That's the next step. I already made a police report because that's what I was advised to do. The lady who was at the bank, the PNC that I went to, she was absolutely wonderful. I tried to convince her to do YouTube. She has 30 years of working in fraud and stuff like that. And I just told her, just the stuff that you were telling me, like that she was telling me, was absolutely amazing. And I wish they would teach this stuff in school because you're never prepared for identity theft. I mean, unless you're like really on top of things and you think ahead of time, like, oh, this will happen to me, so let me go ahead and spend money, to get like LifeLock and stuff like that, which why would you want to spend money if you don't, So it's one of those things, but she was absolutely on top of it. And I tried to convince her. Yeah, it's Kroll. Thank you, David. It's weird that you know that, David. It's really weird that you know that.
What?
That he knows which LifeLock company the loan company is giving us a free. David, you're gonna have to explain yourself. How do you know that?
Works for an insurance. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, it's super suspicious now. David, you may have just given yourself away. Let's go find. I'm just kidding, David. Unless it's really you, then we will find you. But on the other hand, what I was saying was, spending money to have LifeLock. Oh, they got the same letter. Okay, I'm sorry that happened to you. I really hope nothing that's happening to me happens to you. So I'm praying that you do not go through the same issues that I'm going through. It's not happening to the honey, which is a good thing. But the loan company had all of my information. The mortgage comes out of my bank account, so that's why I think they got everything from mine. I'm convinced that that's where it came from. So another question was that I actually have for you people, because I'm sure there's a lot of information in this room that's going to be very helpful to me. When I was calling the credit companies, there was some type of lawsuit, like class action lawsuit going against, I think, Equifax because of some breach that they had in 2017. They're still talking about it. So I'm wondering, hey, Gumpa Bill, I'm wondering if there's going to be some type of lawsuit against the mortgage company for the information that was leaked. And not that I feel like suing anybody because that's not my type of personality, but this is incredibly damaging. Like it's hurting us right now. So I think there should be some type of reprimation, not necessarily because it's the loan company's fault, but that is a huge, I'm going to say the word boner on their part. That was a complete and terrible mistake. That is literally. Thank you so much, Marilyn Raby, for another $4.99. Have a special set of skills. I will find him. Well, I thought it was you, so I'm glad it's not. I would love to team up with you and see what we can get done. That would be great. And if I don't reappear for another 8 to 10 years, you will know that these hands, Junior. You think these hands are clean? Right, honey?
What?
No.
I'm sorry.
These hands are clean. I just washed. Yeah, I just washed them. So.
Did you sniff them?
No.
Oh Lord.
No. So that's pretty much what's been going on. For everybody that's just joining, I think the room doubled literally since I just told the story. My identity was completely stolen, like absolutely everything. They literally have a fake ID, which is the weird thing because they went to a bank.
But listen, it's not that weird. So I was like thinking about it. And like whenever you get a new ID because of COVID, you get a paper.
Do you really?
Yeah, remember?
Oh, that's the wrong one. I'll be right back, folks. The honey bumped into my cord. That's already messed up. There we go. That should be better. I'm back. I'm back. All right. Thank you so much. Yes, she did. She broke it.
Whoopsies.
Joan,
Sorry.
I saw that. I'll get to that in just a second. There it is. Joan, JoJo, Curtis Adventures. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Have missed you. Sorry this happened. Prayers for your family. So, for the 30 people that just hopped off in that 10-second delay there.
Oh, I think they're back.
Yeah, it jumps. Oh no, the connection's terrible. See how it's got that one little bar. Oh, I didn't mean to do that, row. Oh man, Stacy, thank you so much for the 43. It says $1 for every year of my life. My birthday was Wednesday. Oh, happy birthday! Jeremy's birthday was Wednesday too. I think you guys are the same age. I think, quite honestly, I think so. If he's still in the chat, I hope he puts it on there. So she did bump into my camera and that messed things up, but it's okay. So because the real ID DMVs have to mail you license. So you see, I didn't know that. I haven't gotten my license in so long, so that makes sense. So they mail you
They mail you your new one.
Oh,
and you get a paper right then and there.
All right, Jeremy's saying he's 45, so he's about 10 years older than you. So
he is not 45.
Yes, he is. Jeremy?
Okay.
Let's get your birth certificate and your social security, Jeremy. We got to double check on something. So that's exactly what they did. They used a photocopy of my ID. They had my social. They had my bank account numbers, which is the craziest thing. Yeah, thank you, Jill. Yeah, PNC, the lady that works there was 100% super helpful. Probably the best person I could have seen at that time. She was super, she knew what to do. She knew exactly what to do. She's been doing it for 30 years. She made everything super simple. She got me a new account. The only thing that she said that there may be some issue in is getting my account back to positive. She wanted me to put money in. I was like, that's my money. That's all. My money was in the bank account. It's gone. So it's a little strange, the process that I'm having to take. It's literally been the last 2 or 3 days I've been on my computer, just filing reports, filling out things, putting freezes on accounts, calling credit companies, the one thing I can't wrap my head around is this FTC. If anybody's ever gone through this, the Federal Trades Commission, I think that's what it is. They are the most annoying website that I've had to deal with so far because for the credit union, or sorry, for like the credit companies to remove inquiries that I did not make that are fraudulent, you have to send them in mail a paper copy from this website, FTC, which is a government website, I'm pretty sure, which is why it's the most annoying website to have to deal with. And just the process of getting stuff started on there and the amount of detail they want for you to put into their thing, just for you to be able to send it to the credit company to let them know that was not me, is just, it's like jumping through fiery hoops. Literally, that's what it feels like. On top of everything else that I've had to do, this is the hardest part, and it feels like jumping through fiery hoops. Oh, yeah. So my YouTube channel didn't get hacked. They literally just took me. They took my identity. They took who I am to the United States government, and that's what they did. So they just decided to open up accounts, which most of them got denied anyways, but they did end up. I got a debit card today for a Capital One bank account that I didn't even know Capital One had bank accounts, to be quite honest. I thought they were only credit card companies. So it was really surprising for me to get a debit card from Capital One. Mary Lee Ward, thank you so much. I know it's not much, but I hope it helps. Everything helps. Everything helps. Just you guys being here, allowing me to talk about this helps a lot, because I haven't told anybody. Literally, I think I told Jeremy just a few minutes before getting on here. The only person who knew was Honey, so because she's been helping me deal with some of this stuff.
Betsy said, hopefully no one watching is having a seizure.
Why?
Because your freaking hands are going all over the place.
Oh, it's called hand magic. It's what I use to put the kids to sleep, and it also puts other things to sleep. So if you're watching,
she said it's flashing.
Yeah, I think the connection just got back to normal.
Oh, okay.
Please get a hold of Trilogy Media. They are bust scammers. That sounds cool. Are they a YouTube channel? I'll definitely have to check that out. All of this happening saw a comment that looked interesting. From using free Wi-Fi. So I think that was, I don't know. I think this was the mortgage company. So I mentioned it earlier, but of course a lot of people are coming in. People are filtering in and out. So I'll go ahead and just tell it again. My mortgage company had a security breach, and a lot of information was stolen, including my entire identity, because the way we pay my mortgage, or our mortgage, is, direct pay from my bank account straight to the mortgage company. So they got my social security number, they got my bank account number, they got, routing account number, everything they needed, PNC. And what they ended up doing was they cashed a fraudulent check as me. They used my identity to do this. They had a photocopy of my driver's license, which she's telling me now that when they send you a new one, which is, see, that should have been a super sus thing, because I don't have my driver's license is 3 years old now, right? going on 3 years old.
I mean, what bank is going to know that?
They did. They flagged it. They flagged it, but they still allowed the guy to cash the check. And what he did was he cashed an $800 check and took $500 cash immediately, and the $300, I don't know, he took it somewhere. So that bounced. When that bounced, my account went negative horrifically. So which was another thing, because like I was saying earlier, my bank account, I thought I've had it for at least 16 years, because I had it when I was in high school, which I graduated in 2009, which is, oh, I'm wrong. She was right. It's only been 13 years. Wow, my mind is like, 2009 was only 13 years ago.
Yeah, I only graduated 10 years
ago. Feels like a lifetime ago. Holy moly, am I that stressed? Good Lord, that literally feels like a lifetime ago.
Babe, you've literally been like...
When I called them, I was like, I've had this bank account for 20 years and never once had an issue. And she was like, well, it's been a little bit less than that, but yeah, we understand. I was like, and I'm thinking about it. I was like, okay, 16 years. That's not too much less. No, it's only been 13 years. I was 7 years off. That's a whole fortnight or whatever it's called. Good Lord, or score maybe.
Yeah, everybody is saying that Triology is on YouTube. Yeah,
is a YouTube, so I'll definitely look them up. I wonder... Maybe you guys can help me bombard them and see if they can really get over to me as fast as possible, because I think that would be a cool series. I was already going to film it myself, film the process of what was going on. It is super scary because like I was saying earlier, the people that are filtering it out, you may have missed some of the stuff, but the person who's doing this lives in Ohio. They live in another part of Ohio, so they know. I don't know if they know me personally, if they've seen me on YouTube, but they have my information and they literally live in the same state as me. So that's the most frightening part. So I definitely filled out a police report about that. Of course, the lady at the bank said the police probably won't do anything, but you can hire a private investigator to help maybe figure out who it is and catch the person. I also told her that I have a criminology degree, so I could actually be my own private investigator if I wanted to, which is another thing. If anybody needs a private investigator with no experience in private investigation besides for just living life and doing things the way a private investigator would, I'm your guy. So let me know what I can figure out for you. I'm not going to follow cheating spouses, though. That's something I can't do. But anyways,
what'd you say?
What I was waiting for that. What I was saying earlier is that my complete identity was stolen. So if you're just coming in, this is why I've been gone for the last few weeks. I haven't been able to post. My mind has just been elsewhere. And it kills me because I literally think about YouTube almost 24/7. It's no joke when... this is my job. This is what I do for a livelihood. So if I'm not putting out videos, I'm not making any money. So not being able to do that because I'm just so stressed and so wrapped up in other things it just adds to the stress. So it's been quite the last few weeks, but I have been spending a lot more time with the kids, which is great. Hopefully, it's been fun for them as well. They asked me why I'm not doing YouTube. And, we've talked about it because we want to go places. But, of course, with the weather as well, that's the other big factor is this stinking Ohio weather. It is literally going from...
It's a good one day and then...
It's going from spring to winter, literally day by day. It's the same. We've had, I think, what was it? It was Friday? Was it Thursday or Friday that I went to the bank? I think it was Friday, right?
Friday, yeah.
We had the craziest snow. It was
stupidest.
It was blue skies with scattered clouds, and it was snowing. It was about 40 degrees. Yeah, it first started off as hail, and I was worried that we were going to get a tornado because of just the way the clouds looked at first, and then it cleared up, but it was still snowing. So we had hail. Then we had ice rain. This was all in a matter of like 30 minutes. We had hail, ice rain, and then snow, and it was all gone. So that was the craziest thing. It started at like 8 in the morning. Went until about 10 and then was gone, completely gone by 11, then came back again. And I'm sitting in this bank. She's got the windows to the outside, and I was there for about 2 hours. It felt like I was there for a long time getting everything sorted. But she was so informational. I hope she's watching because she did a wonderful job, and I kept trying to convince her that she needs to get a YouTube channel. And if she needs any help, I'm here for her. Because I told her, a lot of people need financial information, stuff like that. It's always something people are going to seek out, especially since it's, 10 years from now, it'll probably be just about the same process. 10 years ago, it was almost the same process. Just there's a lot of things that are coming out that people don't know. And I mentioned her, they need to teach this stuff in schools. And I know that's been talked about for forever, how I don't really care to play the recorder, but I do need to know how to file my taxes. And I don't understand why they don't cover that in high school curriculum or even, I don't know. I think that should be definitely something that is covered in high school.
Taxes are so.
And then that brought up another good point. I saw a couple of posts that said that 16 and 17-year-olds, even 15-year-olds, I'm pretty sure 14-year-olds in some states can work, that they shouldn't be taxed because they can't legally vote. So that goes back to an old rule, which was taxation without representation. So they're represented under the United States of America, the governor of the state and the mayor and all that stuff, but they don't have the right to choose who their representative is. So why should they get taxed? So I think that's something that they should cover in high school. I think that's definitely important. But she would make a really good channel. I told her that, and it would just be great to find out a lot of the information that she had, because a lot of people don't know that when your credit gets stolen, there's a lot of steps you need to take. It's not like you just sit, you don't just tell the companies that your stuff was stolen. There's a lot of steps that you need to take in between them getting the information that it was stolen and then them actually resolving it. There's a lot of steps you personally need to take about freezing your credit lines and stuff like that, and having an access code so that only you can open it when you need to open it, so that people aren't still trying to process other applications and stuff like that. And then it's not just the credit companies that need to know. You need to file with your bank account as well. Your bank account is separate, and there's different websites that have nothing to do with the credit companies. So you wouldn't even know if somebody didn't tell you, unless you're part of that business, or somebody, like I was just saying, if somebody told you. Keep shaking. This table's wobbly. I hate it. Why's your table so wobbly? Mm-hmm. It's okay though. It's not horrible. It's probably wobbly because of the way I moved it when I was pulling it. But that's what's been going on in the Risk household, is just trying to deal with the damage control of losing my entire identity twice this year. Well, the first time it was just my YouTube channel, which was terrible. That was honestly the beginning of, this whole downward spiral of it just slowing me down on YouTube and just, slowly killing me. That's literally what it's doing. It's taking away all of my ambition and motivation. I had so many plans and so many dreams for this channel, which are not stopping. They're just delayed. I want to make that clear. I'm not ready to give it up. This is definitely something. This is a dream. This is a dream come true. So I'm definitely going to keep going into it and doing what we can. And we have a lot of ideas. She wants me to start building stuff and filming it, but I talk too much.
Yeah, we know.
I think, so you guys can agree. I talk too much. I would love to do one of those silent channels where all they do is...
That way. Like, get that stuff off.
That's my stuff. But anyways, yeah, I talk too much. And I would love to do one of those. I didn't bring one down. I would love to. Can I finish what I'm saying so I can stop talking? Goodness gracious. One of those silent videos where all they do is build and there's like music and it gets like 14 million views. I would love to do that, but I think I want to narrate what's going on, and I want to do silly little jokes and stuff like that. I don't know. That's how I like to do things. Is there anything you want to talk about?
Oh, no.
Nothing you don't want to talk about? What you've got going on?
No, my head is building.
Well, yeah, you've been working literally all day. So I've been dealing with credit companies and all types of issues, filing police reports while taking care of the kids, and goodness gracious.
I've been doing 60 orders.
And she did 60 orders today. I took the kids completely off her hands.
Woo.
As much as I could, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They were great today.
Evelyn.
No, they were great today.
Oh.
Jackson is absolutely becoming such a wonderful young man, and I can't wait to show him off more in videos to come, because he is just so...
He has a talent.
He definitely does. And it's so cute, because if you have kids that play...
About Mikey.
I'll get to that in a second. So if you have any, kids, grandkids that play Minecraft, or actually any video game whatsoever, especially Fortnite, that's the big one, they watch YouTube videos about this stuff. And Jackson is so cute. He will literally sit there while he's playing Minecraft and he'll narrate like he's being filmed. And I keep thinking to myself, why can't I just film him doing that and make a channel for him and stuff like that? Because I know he'd be absolutely over the moon, but it's just, with everything that I've been going through, just getting my head around it, it's definitely something that I'd like to get. Because he'll literally just be sitting there and be like, so this is how, and he's talking to himself. He's not talking to me. He's just talking to himself. He thinks out loud. He has such a hard time keeping his thoughts in his head. But he'll literally just be sitting there playing on his Nintendo, and he'll be like, so this is how you build a bed in Minecraft. And he'll do it just like a YouTuber. And then he'll be like, well, now we should Now you need to know how to build a window so that you have light in your house next to your bed so that you can tell when it's day or night. And he'll go on and on and on and on and on. And it's super, super adorable. And I think it'd be cute. So let's get to Mikey. So what happened with Mikey? So,
Nothing happened to him.
no, nothing happened to him, but he had a great time being with us. And my sister was telling me, because they're permanently watching him. My sister Meerkat, they permanently watch Mikey. Her fiance is Mikey's uncle, and they have legal rights to him right now because of the process that they went through to take him out of the home that he was in, which was not the best environment for him. But she's had him since January, I believe. I think that's what she told us.
Yeah, it was like right after Christmas.
Yeah, and he's had a tough time adjusting. He's definitely. She was telling me this is one of the first times in his life that he's actually experiencing love and just like being hugged and being kissed and being talked to like a child instead of being yelled at or whatever. Whatever's going on. I don't want to talk about it because I don't know. This is all just assumptions from being. When I was in college, I did a lot of childhood education and stuff like that, and a lot of it was therapy stuff like that as well. Child counseling to understand identifiers of abuse and stuff like that. And just having Mikey for the short period of time, like there was red flags just going off left and right with things that he would do or things that we would do that would cause a reaction in him. And I just it makes my heart, like, oof, like how could you do this to such a sweet little boy? Because he's deathly afraid of water. He was deathly afraid of taking a bath. He was deathly afraid of the shower. So anything that had to do with, undressing him and putting him in a bath, he would lose it, absolutely lose it. I was the best one at calming him down, keeping him at a neutral place, making him feel safe. And even with me nearby while he was getting a bath, it was still, he would look over at me, kind of lose what was going on with him. He'd kind of realize he's in a safe place, but then as soon as he'd look at the water, he'd lose it again. And it was so heartbreaking. And that's one of those identifiers that there was some type of abuse going on with, bath time and stuff like that. And then my sister, she's told me that he loves her. He absolutely loves my sister. She treats him just like their own. He loves his brother cousins that he has over there. They're a little rougher than my kids, so I think he's a gentle little soul. That kid, he wouldn't harm a fly. He's such a gentle little kid. Feeding him, he loves eating. He the way he grabs food indicates that there may have been some issues with the way he was fed, which was heartbreaking as well. He doesn't grab food, his dexterity is not there. He literally hammer fists food. He grabs the whole thing and he puts it straight up to his mouth, and then as wide as he can, he puts it in there. And he the way he eats, I wouldn't say it's like he's shoveling food in his mouth, but he's definitely trying to eat quickly. He does not, and he's not the cleanest when he does it too, but it's adorable. He's definitely messy, but we worked with him on that and he got over that a little bit. He started eating slower. If you tried to put a fork to his mouth even if it was food that he knew he liked, he would still quickly look away, which was so sad. Because once again, that's another indicator that something may have happened with how they were treating him when they were feeding him. Picking him up was another indicator, because as soon as you touch him, especially if you come up from behind him, he freezes like this, and breaks your heart to see it. But after a while, he realized, I'd always initiate some type of verbal communication with him that I was coming to pick him up. I wouldn't just grab him and scare the life out of him, which happened a few times when we first picked him up, because I didn't know that that's what was going on. And that's how I treat my kids. I scoop them up, I flip them around, I toss them up, I laugh really loud, I make a lot of noise.
Yeah,
I get them going.
Get my heart racing.
Yeah. But Mikey, he's not the one to do that to. So he's only 3 years old, Teresa. But so my sister's had him for about 3 months now, and
probably 4.
Well, no, you said okay, whatever, 3-4 months, that's fine. She said he's opened up a little bit. He's understanding that he's in a safe place and he doesn't have to be so guarded. But as I was saying, when I picked him up, I still noticed that he was doing a lot of those things that abused children do. So with us, I'm very friendly, very kind. I know the symptoms. I know the signs. I know how to deal with it. I do it every day with my own kids. My sister told me that when I brought him back to her, he's a lot more open, a lot more friendly, more smiles. He's communicating better, especially his needs, which is something he would not do for forever. He would not communicate his needs, especially bathroom needs. Food needs, he wouldn't say anything. What would he do when he wanted food? He would do the hungry sign, right? He's very nonverbal. So he would sit there. He does like little kid sign language. I guess it's not little kid sign language, it's sign language. But yeah, he would do certain sign things. He would do the more, which I loved, absolutely loved. I tried to get him to teach the baby, and I tried to teach the baby it as well. So it was super cute. But she was saying that he's a lot more open, more smiles, talking more in more sentences, communicating more clearly. So I'm glad I was able to help out with that. And of course, with everything that would just happen with me over the last week or two, it slowed down our process, because literally the day we dropped him off, we were looking at adoption agencies, because there is a process to going through with it. It's not like, even though we are a safe home that we will give him a loving, caring place to be, an environment.
We both have to go through like classes.
Yeah, we still have to go through classes. It's not just something that you can't just pick up a kid off the street and try to give him a better life. You have to be trained, and they have to follow up with training. There's tons of stuff with that to do. So we were literally looking in on that on Sunday, which is when we celebrated my birthday last Sunday. And it just screeching halt to all of that, because I had to deal with all this. And I'm super nervous that with everything, they destroyed my credit score. So everything that we've had building for the last few years is down the drain. And I'm hoping to get it reversed. But like I was saying, that FTC company, that FTC.gov, is an absolute nightmare to deal with, to send in paper copies to let them know that, hey, that was not me that opened up these fraudulent accounts. They need to be removed from my credit score so that things can go back to the way they were. I'm nervous that with the adoption process, that they're going to do a credit check and all that stuff and see that there was an issue or issues that just made my credit score literally do a nosedive. So she should be fine. She should be fine to go through with all that. But of course, we want to make sure that we both are on the same page with everything. We want to get the same training. Uh-oh, something's wet over there. Oh, it's okay. So for the 400 people that are joining me tonight, thank you so much. I was just letting everybody know that the reason I haven't been doing so much YouTube is because my entire identity was now hacked. So 2 months after getting my YouTube hacked, I get my entire identity hacked because I'm assuming the mortgage company, our mortgage company that we have our mortgage through, had a security breach, and a lot of people's information was stolen. And that literally gave them everything they needed to impersonate me, which is what somebody is doing out there. They're pretending to be George Risk, and they're opening accounts, opening bank accounts, draining my bank account, doing all kinds of nasty stuff that I can't imagine the type of person that does that. It blows me away, because I try to be kind. I try to do nice things for people. And I'm not saying that nice things should happen to me, but it's just, this is like the worst of the worst. They literally, without credit, you really can't do much, especially if you don't have cash to back it up. If you're bringing in a cash flow that's unassociated with a bank account, like, you have a little side hustle with the side reselling or stuff like that, that could at least help you not go completely under. But literally all my money was in the bank, credit cards and stuff like that are gone, So having to close all that stuff out, I don't know if that's going to hurt my credit on its own with having to close that and open up a new one, because I don't know if that messes with your credit history, yada, yada, yada. But other than that, we just been trying to survive, trying to get through this. And I'm having to I'm literally having to lift the couch cushions, looking for change and stuff like that. It's kind of funny. It's kind of sad, and it's kind of funny at the same time. I should be filming all this, but I'm just not in the mindset to really be filming, because I'm more or less, I'm mad. But this is how I deal with anger. I don't really get super duper, upset, want to go kill somebody. I just get more or less depressed, stuff like that. Yeah. But it's okay. I try to drown it out with humor and stuff like that, because, why make the people around me upset, So.
Thank God you think like that.
Wish everybody did.
Uh-oh.
For people like me who don't really verbalize what's going on the inside, you have people who are who verbalize it too much. And then I got to deal with what's going on over there. Betsy, thank you so much for the $20. I really appreciate it. It does help. Trust me. Just you guys being here helps. Getting this out in the open, because like I was literally just saying, don't really talk about it. The only people who know about it are, well, now the 400 of you and, the Honey and Jeremy. So it's nice to get it out there, and I really want to get back on track. I hate that I haven't been able to do my job. Haven't been in the mindset to do my job. So I want to get out there. I want to get as much done as I possibly can, so that I can, because it doesn't only, I get a lot of messages saying that my entertainment helps you guys get through your day, or, it helps you guys, forget the bad day that you had. But not only that, it helps me, doing this stuff for you, like watching myself put these silly videos out because I have to edit them. It brings a smile to my face, and I'm like, if I enjoy it, they're gonna enjoy it. So it's a two-way enjoyment thing. You guys might think it's for you, but it's really for me. It really makes me happy to do this for you guys, and I absolutely love it. So I definitely can't stop. Don't want to stop. Have no reason to stop. Just slow down. Bad speed bump, flat tire, blah blah blah. We're gonna get back to it.
Speaking about a flat tire.
I don't want to speak about a flat tire. My car has a flat tire on top of everything else. So,
and it keeps going.
Yeah, I don't know. I literally had them replaced a year ago, and we upgraded her car to a 7-seater because we had an additional child. We needed the extra room, so we've been driving her car more than anything. Literally a year ago, I had all 4 of my tires replaced, had to get on some payment plan just to afford it, and barely drive my car. Maybe have driven it another 2,000 or 3,000 miles, if that, in the last year, and something happened to one of my tires, and it's just just keeps going flat, and I just keep filling it back up, and it just keeps going flat. And we even took it in to get serviced the other day, and I mentioned to them, hey, I just bought these. I know it's been over a year. Like, it was like literally like maybe just a few days over a year. And I told them to look at it, and they didn't. All they did was rotate it. They took it from the passenger rear side and put it in front to the driver front side. So they didn't look at it. They didn't do anything about it. They didn't even talk to me about it. They didn't even really tell me what they did to my car besides for, oil change and tire rotation, hopefully balance. And that was the other thing that messed up her balancing. But we got that all squared away. So it's just been a lot of fun. Not the funnest of funs, but it's still fun. I can still laugh about it. We'll see. So is there anything you want to talk about? Any types of sales or any types? Yes, actually, we should talk about that.
What?
Your printer.
Woo! Well, it's not up yet, but go ahead.
So we were at my parents' house last Friday and Saturday. We went over there because they were planning on celebrating my birthday at my sister's house, and we had to take Mikey back as well. So we're at my parents' house on Saturday, and she's telling me for the longest time she's been wanting to upgrade her printer. Thank you so much, Phyllis, for the $9.99. I really appreciate it. So she's telling me for the longest time she wants to upgrade her printer because she does what is it? It's not sublimation, right?
Oh, no. It's your PayPal and Venmo and everything. That's still fine. Yeah, because it'll just sit in that account. You won't be.
What are you talking about? I'm asking the process you do to press shirts.
Okay, but I'm answering a question for her.
Oh, okay.
For Mel.
Okay. Yeah, no, I don't think they have access to my PayPal, which they could because my bank account was linked to my PayPal, was linked to my Venmo, everything was linked to my bank account.
They wouldn't have your Venmo information. It's just you can't transfer your money yet.
They have my social, they have my ID, they have literally everything they can to hack everything, I'm assuming.
What, so then donations to mine?
They want to
donate.
Oh.
And I told them that the 40% off. 40%.
Oh, yeah, YouTube takes 40%, which, I mean, they got to get their cut. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. So, I understand that. Well, they take 45 now. They actually just increased it.
Becky, they're $10.
Okay, so so what is your process called again? Just pressing shirts?
Direct to film.
Direct to film is what you do now.
No, sublimation.
Okay, so it is sublimation. There we go. Sublimation is what she does now. So she has shirts that you guys have all seen them. She has to bleach them, and then she can print out a design, and then she has this gigantic press that's literally right there. It makes the entire basement so hot because it runs at almost 400 and some degrees. And
only 400.
She's been telling me for the longest time that she wants to upgrade her printer so that she can do more. And I keep thinking, like, what more could you do? Like, I see the printer, looks like a normal printer, the one that we have now. So Saturday, getting back to it, she's super excited. She says she found a printer that does everything. So now she can do, I don't know, what is it called now? Direct to print? Direct to film. Direct to film. So there's a whole process of her printing out these. Now the printer she got is top of the line. I should probably mention that first. Literally, the guy that we went and bought it from showed us what he's done with this printer. He literally has his entire apartment decked out with pictures that he printed from this printer and framed. They're that great of quality. Literally, like you would see these types of prints on National Geographic, magazines when they still had those back in the day. Like the quality of these pictures, absolutely chef's kiss. So,
but listen, so
as I was saying, go ahead.
Okay, but those prints, I'm converting that printer.
Yes, I know. Okay. I'm just explaining to them the type of printer that you got so far, just how wonderful this printer is. So literally, we could technically make money just selling like high quality prints of pictures.
Yeah.
If anybody's
Framed.
interested in buying, yeah, framed as well. So if you want us to make you, how big can that thing print? Huge.
No, 13.
No, huge.
17.
17 by
wide, and I think it can go.
yeah, so
small.
17 inches wide, which probably about that, by as long as you want it. So you can literally have the big old photos, but family photos and stuff like that. But so we're sitting there on Saturday, and she's telling me, oh, there's a guy, he's got one. I think it was actually a lady, but that doesn't really matter because the guy is the one that ended up selling it to us.
Oh man, I think people are asking me questions.
Uh-oh. Well, you better get on it because I'm telling a story. So she tells me that there's one, and it's all the way out in Pennsylvania, and we're about 2 hours from wherever it is. So it's a 4-hour round trip, and I'm telling her the price that she's been telling me for these printers over the last few months was absolutely astronomical. It was ridiculous. I couldn't imagine paying so much because in my mind, I'm thinking of a printer, little prints papers and stuff like that. So coming in way under, like ridiculously low. So I'm like, please make sure this thing works, make sure it's functioning, have them send you videos, not just pictures, make sure the video is actually them and not like something they pulled off the internet. So finally they confirm everything. She says it's good to go. We drive 2 hours. We took Mikey with us. We took Yasmin with us. 2 hours one way. And we get there, and she hops in the back because the baby woke up. It's been 2 hours. The baby needed to be fed. She hops in the back and starts feeding the baby and hands me the money and tells me, hey, why don't you go and get it for me? So I pop open the back of the trunk. I'm expecting to bring out this little handheld printer, stuff like that. I move stuff. I didn't even move anything around, actually, to begin with. The guy's waiting for me at the door. I politely asked him, is it okay for me to walk in? It was, I think, snowing or raining that day, so it was wet. I wanted to make sure I wasn't going to get any mud or anything or any water on his carpets. He says, no, it's fine. They're moving out anyways. We walk in. I take 2 steps in. And I look around and I see this gigantic, literally taking up an entire coffee table. The thing is like 2 foot by 3 foot. It's massive. And he looks at me. He's like, do you have enough room for this thing? And I look back and I'm like, I'm going to have to move some stuff around. But yes, I should have enough room for this thing. And he actually has to help me lift it. It's that heavy. It's not some little printer. It's not like the big one like you'd see in an office store or an office itself. It's a legit, like, it's compact. It's probably about that big, but it's wide and it's big like this, humongous. The thing probably weighs about 85 to 100 pounds. And it's just, I think I could actually pick it up myself if I could get my arms around it, but that's the thing, I can't get my arms around it. It's that big. So absolutely crazy. And then she's taking it and she's converting it. So she literally has to drain all the ink out, remove the cartridges, completely redo the hard drive. Yeah, we have to put new cartridges in, completely redo the hard drive because she has to configure it to do this direct to print stuff, which she's going to have to do every single day. So, but it's pretty cool because now she can print images for other people to press on their shirt. She has the capabilities of doing that now. But the process to do that is super confusing. She wants me to do it. She wants me to film it, but I'm like, I probably could
to print them.
Yeah. But then she has to like put it in sand. It's not just
it's
not just you get this picture and you put it right on a shirt. You have to put it in sand. You have to bake it. Yeah, what kind of crap is this? It sounds cool. It literally sounds cool. And just seeing the types of quality that these printers can do is absolutely magnificent. But the downside is if you don't use the printer for like a day or two, it gums up because it doesn't use ink. It uses like literal paint. And it has 11 cartridges.
Yeah, it has 11 cartridges.
11
that's
ink cartridges.
Like, regular.
Oh, so how many is this one going to have?
Direct to film is only
75.
6 colors.
6 colors. Okay, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
But if you don't use it every day, it gums up. And you literally have to take it apart, disassemble it to clean it.
Listen, if they get clogged,
it's almost impossible to clean. That's what the guy told us.
If the things get clogged, it is more to replace the printer head than that printer.
Oh my God.
We will never let it get clogged. My friend.
So this thing is going to have to be printing 24/7. So she's actually starting a second business on top of her already printing business where she's going to do images for people. And that's what she wants me to take over. She wants me to do the printing and stuff, which I think is pretty cool. I can also do designing, but
get me a new pencil and you can have my.
Yeah,
not have it.
We need an iPhone pencil, and those things are like $130, and I'd rather just try and do it with my pinky.
What just happened?
Oh, did I lose connection again, or something happened to you?
No.
So it'll be pretty cool.
Black
what?
Mine.
It shows I'm still on there. It shows I'm still on here. Oh, there you go. What You Doing Willis says he needs some What You Doing Willis merch. Yes, which she can do. She can do any merch you want like that. So she can do shirts. I've actually been trying to get her into. There's a guy. I went to the Ohio Media School. I graduated from there back in August. There was actually a teacher, professor, I don't know what you want to call him, instructor, I think that's the best term. He just posted on Facebook that he needs somebody to help him with merch. And I was like, hey, I got a lot of experience. I got merch myself. And then the honey actually makes merch. She can make merch for me and for you. And I sent him your website. Has anybody came in contact with you from me? You know? No? I mean, he probably ended up just going with Teesprings, which a lot of people do because it's hands off. You just send them your design and you design the shirt on the website and they show you what it's going to look like. And they do it all for you and they give you a cut of the money.
Needs another coffee maker.
John who?
Lunch.
I don't believe I have any more.
You sure?
Didn't I sell them all?
I think we have one.
In the garage?
Yeah.
I think if I do have one, it's
We do not have a duo.
No, I don't have any duos. The only ones I'm going to have left are compacts, which is it has a 36 ounce and it only does K cups. It does not do so individual cups. It does not do an entire pot. That's all I'd have left. I think if I do have it, I have maybe one or two. I have as many times as I go through my garage. I don't think I've seen one sitting there. There's one in a box, but I thought that one was broken. I thought the only reason I kept it was just in case I need parts. 4. Okay, she's saying we have at least 4, which she probably pays attention more than I do. So, yeah. No, I'm not promoting Teesprings. I'm just saying it's super simple to go through Teesprings, but the honey is super simple as well, and she'll get everything for you, and you'll get a bigger portion of your money than what you would with Teesprings. Teesprings, they really do rip you off, kind of like YouTube.
The only thing
they take a huge cut.
The only thing with Teesprings is the designs. You cannot be like vibrant or like a lot going on the shirt.
If I had it down here, my black hoodie that says Taking Risks, that was designed on Teesprings. I also have a green one, which I don't even know what happened to that one.
They're more of like a plain Jane.
It's very plain.
They do screen printing.
Yeah, they do screen printing, which means eventually it will wear off. And the only thing I liked really a lot about them is the quality of the shirts and the hoodies. They had really high quality stuff, and I believe Jeremy, they're the actual ones. What the Hills were the ones that introduced me to it, and that's what they were using for a long time as well. But their design was super simple. Just What the Hills. That's super simple. So if you ever seen that red hoodie of mine or the black hoodie with the red writing, it's super simple, which I liked. But I like. Now we have the opportunity to do all kinds of wacky designs. I can even do my face, which some people have requested. I can do my face. I could do just about anything. We can make all kinds of crazy designs, and it'll be a lot of fun, I think, to actually go about and do that. So this printer is massive. We're going to have to we're not gutting it, right? We're just kind of taking parts out and replacing them so that it's...
Yeah, I think there's one thing that you have to take, out.
I mean,
to be honest, I just bought that printer because it was so cheap.
Yeah.
But nothing else is cheap about this stupid process.
Absolutely not.
Okay, it's not stupid. It's just going to be a lot of work. But I'm really excited because this...
Oh, Deanne, thank you so much.
It's going to bring a lot of, birthday... a lot of my customers want custom birthday stuff.
Yeah, that's the cool thing is that she can do...
For, groups.
Yeah, huge amounts of... birthday shirts, which she already did one, which was really cool. We actually ended up going to that one. They only had 3-4 shirts.
Yeah, I think it was only 3.
Yeah, but that was the old process. So once we get that printer up and running, it'll be a new process and it'll look so good. It'll look so cool. Super excited. I'd love to be able to do designs for myself because we were talking about doing, once a month the news, which I've mentioned this a long time ago, and we just haven't got around to because it's a lot of work. So somebody's asking for your website.
My website is honeyprops.com.
Just put it in the chat.
Oh.
Yeah. Doing a once a month, a limited design, taking a risk hoodie or shirt or something like that. I think that would be so cool. Jan wants a shirt.
So I do have some taking a risk shirts on my website, but
yeah, we still have.
They're the green.
Anybody's bought.
Design.
Nobody's bought a single one, right?
I think 3.
Oh, okay. So we got. How many did we end up ordering?
200.
200 prints of that raccoon that says TAR, and I love the design. I thought it was super cool, but maybe overbought on the prints there, which It's okay.
Yeah.
Somebody said you should make the shirts for the next Camp Hales.
Yeah, I know, and
You did what?
I
don't read those lips.
George already reached out to me.
Okay.
Well, not necessarily about Camp Hales.
If you were a little closer, I'd reach out to you too.
Australia. Do I send to Australia?
Yes,
I mean,
but
sure.
the shipping is going to be absolutely ridiculous. But it's just a shirt.
Yeah, not it. Probably.
But more than likely, shipping is going to be like three or four, maybe 5 times more than what you actually spend on the shirt.
Yeah, maybe.
But if you're dedicated,
feel free to send me like your shipping address, and I can.
Yeah, we can always do pricing and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know the weight of all the shirts.
Yeah, we'll find the cheapest available shipping. And I mean, if it becomes like super ridiculous, I'll just buy a plane ticket on a fake credit card that was opened in my name, and I'll just hand deliver it. I think that'd be really cool. I've always wanted to go to Australia, anyways.
Somebody asked how he is.
Oh, he's chilling. Vajiji's been chilling.
Oh.
He hates it here, but he's been chilling. He just sits in his massage chair day and night, still wearing the Maryland Rabies Suck Stripe Gravy. He's just been chilling. That's how I really feel. So this is how I feel inside. This is how I look outside. So thank you, Vajiji. I missed you, buddy. We need to hang out more, and I'd love to take him on more fun and exciting adventures, but he's a homebody just like me. The kids love cuddling with him. When they come down here, they sit in the chair with him, and it's so cute. Sometimes like Evelyn will like put her head on him and stuff like that. Even Yasmin has been seen literally straddling him, like putting her entire body on him and holding him like that. So it's super duper cute how they love Vajiji. Yeah, he likes it here. He really does. All right, see you later, buddy. So, he doesn't mind being tossed around. That's what I do with the kids. They don't mind. The kids don't mind. Oh, so Anita, she's saying, have I mailed out her item? No. I'm going to give you a quick answer of no. I have not done any type of mailing. Please email me if you haven't already. Reach out to me in some other way, and we'll get that sorted out, because I honestly don't even know what item could be. It'd be on this table, but I have no clue what it could be. This stuff is not sold yet. This came from one of the Resto Q boxes that I opened but never auctioned, which is something I need to get back into doing.
Is she talking to you or
Anita?
I don't have an order from Anita.
No, it's got to definitely be for me. I remember Anita Resigo definitely bought something from an auction probably like 4 weeks ago, if not more. So I apologize horrifically. But it said you paid for it. No, I don't see that.
If I have a lot of packages going out tomorrow, so I can always
yeah.
If she sends an email tonight, I can get it.
Definitely reach out to me immediately, and I'll look for it and get it. It was a big magnifying. Oh, you should show them your completed bunnies.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, see, that's what I keep telling you. Do you have anything you want to show or talk about?
Okay, well, let me show them a photo real fast first. Man, that hurt really bad getting up like that. Okay, so, I don't know if you guys can see. Can you guys see? Maybe? No, I don't know. Maybe. This is how many bunnies that I did this week. Actually, literally just yesterday and today.
Yesterday and today.
I don't know if you guys can see all of those. But that's how many I did. And then give me... Oh, my bun was on the screen.
Oh, just your bun?
Yeah.
Your bun and your bunnies.
And then,
oh, there's water right there.
Huh?
The water is hiding right there.
Okay. Here's some. I got them all packaged up. Please just do not mind me. For sure not here to impress anyone today. So here is one ear. And I have to, so I'm actually on the floor literally making Evelyn, Yasmin, and Jackson a bunny. But I literally have to make put every letter together. And then I put the little bunny and then the carrots and blah, blah, blah. And then the 2022 is on all the ears. But here they are. And I'm no longer taking any more orders because this was like way overwhelming. But I mean, they come in like this cute little Easter bag. So yeah, I know there's like 5 people that ordered, and those, oh my gosh, Jojo, yay! Yes, yours was the only Ella. Oh, Joan, I actually sent you an email today. I might as well just tell you. So I oversold Gray. Oh no, Caroline, I already did Clayton. Everything is done. All my bunnies are already completed. I just have to package them up. So anyways, Joan, I sent you an email. Honestly, I haven't even checked mine if you responded or not, but in the comments you can. I am out of gray. Would you mind a tan, a cream? No, I only have, somebody else took that yellow. She said that she wanted the yellow. This is cream. Would it be okay if I do cream for him? So Lonnie, and then, oh man, I don't even know the other name, but thank goodness that you're on tonight. And I will, Caroline, yours is going to go out tomorrow, and Joan, yours will go out tomorrow too. I buried it, didn't I?
No, it was literally right on top. I just didn't see it. So yes,
okay, perfect. I will get this pressed, and then I will get everything. Yes, Knox is the other boy. Sorry. All right, and he found that other
so
order.
there it is, Anita. I still do have it. I found it. It'll be out in the mail tomorrow. I'm really sorry about that. I apologize. Really sincerely. It's just been, brain.
This tan one was Lonnie's anyway.
Oh, there you go. Tan one was Lonnie's anyways.
That's her other son's.
Oh, cool.
She bought 4.
Those are so cute. You're doing such a good job on those too. Is anything else going to go in the bags?
No.
No grass, no little chocolate eggs. Oh, that would have been so cute.
I don't have. Those will probably melt and get these bunnies dirty. No. I guess I could put them in a bag.
Caroline said you do an amazing job.
Thank you so much.
She really does.
Don't toot my horn over here, guys. And start crying on camera.
Well, that's why you're off camera. I was crying before we went live.
I know.
Well, I realized I haven't been playing my little steel tongue drum thing that's just sitting right here. I played it. There was one night I was down here for like 4 hours just beating on it, trying to learn, trying to figure out what, right there, trying to figure out like what, like each tongue, what letter that corresponds to what note. And I had to watch a bunch of YouTube reviews, and they were literally saying this is like one of the worst ones you can get. Like, but I mean, that was all from people who like do this professionally for a living. Like, this is what they do. They beat on these all day, and they're like, "Don't get this one from Amazon. It's made by a machine. It's not made by hand. There's so much hullabaloo that goes into it." So, I just noticed that all my snacks are gone.
Yeah. Which child was that?
I haven't been down in this basement for like 2 weeks. I just noticed that all my snacks that I had on my table right here that I was saving for the kids are literally gone.
Yeah, you already knew that.
Well, I see crumbs on the floor.
She came down here and scavenged them all.
That's funny.
But he got some too.
Oh, did he? Yeah, he loved just like I thought he would. He loved the spicy ones. And they absolutely loved those peanut ones, which I did not expect. I thought they'd like them. But they kept like asking me, like, what is this? What is this? Why does it smell like peanuts? Because it's peanuts. Literally, it's peanuts. I still have that honey stick. I'm surprised they didn't steal that. Because they would have absolutely destroyed the house with this. And it's easy to open too. Good Lord. She is so independent. When I say she, I'm talking about Evelyn. That girl is ridiculously independent. We were making breakfast this morning. Or it was actually more like this afternoon. She literally beat us to the kitchen. And we had a pan on the stove. I don't think the fire was on yet.
No, I think that was probably from like last night.
No, that's not what happened. I was about to say she cracked it in the pan. No, she cracked it into a cup like I do to make scrambled eggs, because you put it in a cup, you scramble it really hard, and then when you pour it into the thing, it's a lot easier. She literally cracked 2 eggs all by herself. No mess. Absolutely no mess.
And she whipped them herself.
Oh my goodness, our little hearts are soaring. She is so independent. You should see her climb. She's my little she's my little monkey. So she climbs up the refrigerator. She can pull it open. Of course, she's strong. Super upper body strength, that little one. She's super flexible, super gymnastics type of little lady. She gets into exactly what she wants. She knows what she wants. She's much better at communicating too, which I think is, oh my God, it's like making our hearts soar. Like the words that are coming out of her mouth are so much more clear, and it's direct on what she actually wants. And but she doesn't have to tell us anymore because she knows what she wants. In her head, she knows what she wants, so she can go and get it. The only thing she can't do is open specific things, and it's so cute because I love olives. Nobody else loves olives except for me and her. So my dad gave me this gigantic jar of olives, and me and her have just been crushing it. Jackson will try it every once in a while, but he still does not like it. I can kind of get him to try it, but every time he put it in his mouth, just like with her, don't like it. So it's kind of cute. But she's my little, oh man, she's my little, love it. She's only 3. She just turned 3 back in January. So super duper independent. They get themselves ice and water. They open up the cabinet. They get themselves a cup. They switch the little button to ice. They pour themselves some ice. They always make a mess, which is okay. It's just ice. And switch it to water, pour themselves water, and they just sit there and drink it. And they love water, which I think is incredible because growing up, I absolutely hated water. Water was the last thing I wanted to drink. I always wanted juice or pop or something like that. And even to this day, I still want juice or pop. I like water every once in a great while. The Thirst Murder over there is absolutely the best water I think I've ever had, and that's something I can definitely drink every single day. But regular water out of the faucet or even out of the refrigerator, even if it's filtered, just doesn't taste good to me. It doesn't settle right in my body. Like literally, that's what it is. It doesn't settle right in my body. It makes my stomach feel weird. What were you gonna say?
I don't know what happened, but I used to have like sweatshirts and stuff for your listing. I think I was trying to revamp your listing and then I accidentally forgot to add it.
Somebody's saying.
Can I have a water?
Yeah, they're right there. If you want to grab them, I was about to grab them, but I can grab it for you.
Yeah.
I need something for my throat. So Liquid Death is about one of the only waters I enjoy drinking. But I recently found a new drink at Starbucks that I absolutely enjoy.
Oh man, you gotta tell them about that. You don't.
Why are you always doing stuff?
Honey, you know that this is gonna be gone in like 3 seconds.
And it's for you. I literally just needed a sip. No, it's breathing, so it's damaged. My favorite pop. What's your favorite pop?
Mine?
Yeah, somebody's asking.
Probably something. I prefer not pop. If they're gonna like send something.
Okay, they're not. That's not what the question is. Not what can I send you. It literally just says, what is your favorite pop?
My favorite pop. I don't know.
I haven't had mail. I almost opened. I meant to mention
something.
that.
What is it? The cream soda.
Yeah, the Dr. Pepper cream soda is really good.
And then what else is cream soda?
Root beer. That one's okay. I like the Dr. Pepper cream soda a lot better.
But we like the cream soda, but I don't know what brand it is.
Yeah, I mean, they're always different brand to brand, but I was going to mention that I haven't gotten anything in the mail, which is okay. I'm never expecting anything, so I was going to open mail like I used to do my own personal mail, but literally every piece of mail that I've opened is somebody trying to open up a credit card or open up a bank account, so I didn't want to sit here on camera and open up these bank accounts and
start crying.
Well, I wouldn't start crying, but yeah, it just made me mad just seeing that.
I was wondering, like, what the heck? I was like, remember I went out to the mailbox on, what is that, Friday?
Yeah.
And I was like, all the mail's for you. Yeah. And remember the last time all the mail was
I
for
never
me.
get mail. I rarely ever get mail. And if I do, it's usually junk mail. The only mail I get.
Credit card things. Like
the pre-approved ones. Yeah, it's always junk mail. But the one, like 2 pieces of mail that I get for some reason because Sam's Club will not switch to e-only, like e-statements only. They always send me my statement, and the mortgage sends me the statement too.
Sweet.
So, but I probably should answer what my favorite pop is. My favorite pop, I don't know. It's always different. I drink a lot of different types of pops, but if we go to the store, it's usually Coke. But I don't like to drink Coke at home. It's only when we're out in restaurants because I don't know. There's a lot of restaurants don't have like cool fancy drinks that I like, but I like a lot of Mountain Dews. I like the flavors of Mountain Dews. The regular Mountain Dew is not really my favorite, but I like their Baja Blast. At Taco Bell, that was one of the first places where I actually started to like Mountain Dew was Taco Bell. They have an apple flavor. If you haven't had their apple one, they have a watermelon one, which is absolutely delicious.
Oh yeah, their apple is so good.
I hate how much sugar and stuff is all into that, but the flavor is just so good. I used to love Fanta Orange. That was my absolute favorite for the longest time. It probably still is. I just haven't had it in a long time. So those are my favorite pops. I like cherry Coke, cherry Pepsi, either one. They're both good. Cherry Pepsi is honestly a little bit better, even though I like Coke more. Pepsi, their flavored Pepsis, they do a really good job. Their mango one is absolutely phenomenal. I don't care for any diet drinks. I will get an instant headache if I drink anything diet. We like Red Bull, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like anything that like is vanilla.
Yeah, you like the vanilla stuff,
The
which I do
vanilla.
too. But it wouldn't be my first choice. But I will drink them and stuff like that.
And I do not like anything cherry.
And I like the cherries, but you like cherry Pepsi.
I'll drink it, yes.
No, she loves it.
Okay.
She absolutely loves it.
All right,
Don't let her fool you. She doesn't like cherry candy because it reminds her of cherry medicine, which cherry medicine and cherry. Yeah, but they don't taste the same. They really don't. Let's have it in the chat. Do you think cherry medicine and cherry candies, do they taste the same to you? They do not. They do not taste the same to me. I think it's weird that you feel that way, but I mean that's your thing. I liked medicines growing up. I don't know why you didn't. I liked taking medicines growing up, and I still like taking medicine, but adult medication is terrible. It is terrible. The flavors that they use are absolutely horrendous. They make you gag. I mean, but they do work. That's the good thing. Sorry, I'm getting stuffy for some reason. I think I'm talking too much, or maybe there's dust or something.
Turn that heat. Well, you gotta figure out.
No, I don't want to turn the heat on. It's hot down here already.
Oh, I'm cold.
You're cold?
Yeah.
Sorry. Why don't you sit under these lights and talk for an hour straight? But I did recently discover that Robitussin and Dayquil, they have a honey flavor. Absolutely wonderful. I definitely don't mind taking that stuff. So, oh, there you go. So somebody's saying they suffered from 2017 breach.
Strawberry Coke from Japan.
I would love to try some of those crazy flavors that they have in Japan. They have a cucumber flavor. I would like to try. Yeah, I want to try cucumber flavor. Seems like it'd be decent. We like cucumbers. I don't know why they don't sell some of that stuff. Oh,
why does this person keep
Stuart? Stuart, you cannot get any more rabbits. If you do want your own, you have to find where they sell them and buy one. But she's not taking any more. I don't mean to laugh at that. It's not funny, but.
Oh my gosh!
Huh? I think that's what they're talking about. The stuffed animals, right? I think that's what it is. Is that, what did you think? Oh, you thought they were talking about, oh my goodness. You are a pervert.
I literally.
She thought they were talking about this massager that I have over here that they make in the shape of rabbits, I guess. I'm innocent. I don't know about that stuff. But yes, I think they're talking about the little bunny rabbits that you're making for the children's or whoever else wants them. No, you cannot get any more. She's done taking orders. They're very, very hard to find, so she's not doing any more. Ridiculous. Ooh, Mountain Dew grape? Oh, it was too sweet. And now Mountain Dew, which I don't really like to drink alcohol. It's not my favorite, but they do have alcoholic flavors, and I'm the type of person I have to try just about anything and everything at least once. I know what I don't like, but you have to try it. At least to me, I have to try it just in case. You never know. Because I've found that even things I thought I was going to like, I didn't like. So, and things I didn't think I was going to like, I ended up liking. So, it's always been a thing.
BCAA in U.S.
I think isn't that Bank of America? Something like that, BCAA?
Oh, I don't know.
I think that's actually just BCA.
Pickle moonshine?
Ooh, pickle moonshine. That sounds good. I love pickles. We love pickles. So, and I do like moonshine. I like peach and apple. Even the regular one is not horrible to me. It goes down quick, but ooh, it does not stay down quick. It doesn't make me throw up or anything. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that burn. Like, it'll go down real nice and smooth, but that burn will come and get you for a while. So the terrible news for those of you that are just joining late, the reason I haven't been doing YouTube and why my life has been slowly falling apart is because somebody has completely stolen my identity. They have a photo ID of me on a piece of paper, which I've been told is a normal thing nowadays because of COVID. They have my social security, they have my bank account number, and they've just been going absolutely barbaric. They have been doing scorched earth on my credit. They have been opening up any type of credit card they can. They've been opening up bank accounts. They've drained my bank account. They've just been going nuts, and it's just been doing damage control for the last few days. This is literally, I'm thinking Monday and Tuesday is when they went out on that mission to completely destroy me, and they got a lot accomplished. I've been, like we were just saying, I was going to sit here and open up mail for you guys, and it was going to be literally denial after denial, and some of them are actually getting approved, which I think is crazy. I got a Capital One debit card, which I did not know Capital One had a bank account. And that was the most aggravating phone call I think I've had so far with any representative, because I was telling them it was a fraudulent account. I did not open this. You need to close it. And the guy was telling me they cannot since I didn't authorize the opening. It's fraudulent. I did not open it. It's a fake account. They used a fake ID. They impersonated me. Close the dang account. He said, no, sir, we cannot do that because you did not authorize it. Clint Weaver, thank you so much for the $20 super sticker. It really does mean a lot to us. Everybody else that donated today and everybody that's just praying for us, thank you so much. It really does mean a lot. But I did want to mention that one of the things that it made me, it was like a funny but super sad moment. Which is something I wanted to talk about this as well, so I'll get into that in just a second. The lady that helped me at PNC, which is the bank that I bank with, she mentioned to me that you should never use your debit card. She said if you use your debit card, you're pretty much cheating yourself out of not necessarily money, but rewards, because most to all credit cards offer some type of reward if you use them, but you have to remember that when you're using a credit card, do not overspend. Whatever's in your bank account is pretty much your credit card. So if you have $500 in your bank that you use for, let's say, daily living, you buy gas, you buy food, you pay bills, you put that on a credit card, and then you use the money in your bank account to pay off the credit card, and you get rewards. You get amazing rewards. And if you're not doing that, you're missing out on a big portion of, because some of them offer cash back. So you're cheating yourself. And I realized that, 30 years of life, and I realized I'm cheating myself by always using my debit card and using credit cards like an idiot for things that I don't need, which I've been trying to stick with credit cards for the business. But buying gas, there's so many rewards for buying gas. There's so much cash back for buying food, stuff like that you get with credit cards. So you have to make sure you're doing it responsibly, but you should not be using your debit card. That's what she told me. She's been in the banking industry for over 30 years. She's done several decades of fraud prevention and stuff like that. So she knows what she's talking about. She told me, take your debit card, take a picture of it if that's what you have to do, and hide it somewhere. Don't ever use your debit card unless you absolutely need to for some specific reason where they don't accept credit cards, which is very rare nowadays, but it does happen. So always, always, always use a credit card, but make sure you're doing it responsibly. That's the big thing. You have to do it responsibly. It's not free money. It's money you have to pay back. And if you don't have the money to cover it, make sure you're not going crazy with it. And then I've been watching a lot of financial things on like TikTok and YouTube, trying to get my stuff right. And a lot of them have said, don't ever pay on your due date. I think this is important information. Don't ever pay your statement on your due date. You want to pay it way in advance because of the way their system works. The way credit card companies have done it, they're not stupid. The due date is literally the date they choose for you to pay the maximum amount of interest. So let's say you have $1,000 credit card and you're going to max it out every month and you're going to pay it off because you use your credit card instead of your debit card. So you pay $1,000 and you wait for your due date to pay. You're going to pay the full interest on that $1,000. But if you pay it off, now it's literally, so it's super shady in my opinion, but credit card companies are not stupid. They have to make money or else they don't exist. So you literally wouldn't know this unless you worked in the industry, because it's one of those little tiny loopholes, those shady little loopholes that, so I see somebody saying at least a week before. No, these people are saying 3 weeks before. You want to pay it 3 weeks before its actual due date. So the way it actually works is you have to go in and you have to look at your statement and you have to find out what your actual start date of processing is and what your end date is. And you want to pay it off about a week after your start date. So you're literally paying off your credit card a month into the start date, and then you don't want to use it for a certain period of time. So you got to make sure you're not spending any money and stuff like that. And then you can go back to using it normally. And then once again, you want to pay it off a week into your start. So it's really crazy. It's really shady how they do stuff, because if you do it that way, you'll pay the lowest amount in interest possible. So it's pretty cool that can happen out of it. And you'll be making, you'll be saving yourself money and you'll be making yourself rewards and stuff like that. So it's like multiple sources of things that can happen good for you. So, but what I was saying earlier was the lady at PNC, she tried to open up a credit card for me with PNC, and she was super gung-ho about it. So set it up on autopay and you never have to worry about it. Exactly. You want to set it up on autopay. That's the best thing you can do, is set it up on autopay, but make sure it's not your due date, because if you're paying on your due date, unless you're paying the entire balance every single month, I don't know I'm sure you're still paying some type of interest if you do it that way.
You're paying interest no matter if you pay the whole thing off or not.
Yeah, that's what I was pretty sure. So you always want to pay it off way in advance, not even just somewhat in advance. You want to pay it off way in advance. So she tried to open a credit card, and in the back of my mind, I'm like, I know this is not going to go through. Literally, I have like 20 new inquiries of credit cards, and most of them are denied and stuff like that. And she was telling me all the perks and benefits to having a credit card with the bank that I actually bank with, and how I don't need my debit card anymore. Just keep your credit card. Just make sure you always have money in your bank account to cover what you're spending. And she opens it up. She's super gung-ho. She's like, this will be a good thing. This will help you get some of your credit back in order, especially when you get everything figured out and they start taking off the delinquencies and stuff like that and all the inquiries or whatever, what they're called, the hard inquiries. And she was like, this will really make your credit score fly back up to what it's supposed to be. And instantly got denied. And she was like super upset. And in the back of my mind, I was like, I knew that was going to happen. I had no faith that this credit card was going to open. I'm pretty sure I've tried to open up a credit card with PNC before, and it fell through even when my credit was good. And it blows my mind that you can be with a company for so long and they still deny you simple things like she mentioned like it was going to be $1,000 limit credit card, which is relatively small. I mean, in some cases it can be big, but for somebody who's going to use that in their everyday personal life as like the money that they have in their bank account, $1,000 is small, which is one of those things, you realize as you get older, when you're a kid, $10 is a lot. When you're an adult, $1,000 is not a lot. $1,000 in debt is a lot, but having $1,000 in your bank account is not a lot of money. It's sad how fast that money can go away. But being $1,000 in debt is huge, but having $1,000 is not huge. It's crazy how that works. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I just work stored on our kids' names.
That looks really cool. And of course, all the stuff that I was talking about, I'm going to eventually put into a video and try to make it more informational, put it out there for people to know that ways to really protect yourself. They're asking Jeremy for clothes. There you go. Jeremy, I'm sure you know a lot about all that stuff too. So
yeah, he said if you pay it off, you don't pay any interest.
Okay, so if you paid off even on your due date, you don't pay any interest. But that's as long if you can pay off the balance every month, you can do that. Which is what I was saying. Like, don't use your debit card. Make sure that the money that you're using on your credit card can come out of your account without any issues, and make sure there's never a remainder. That's where they get you, is the remainders. So, I guess if you can put it, get it paid off without any remainder every single month, I guess the due date really doesn't matter. But if you're going to have a remainder, you want to make sure to pay it off super early in advance, or else you're going to get hit with those huge interest charges.
Did she tell you to pay it off like a week before the closing, or pay it a week after the closing date?
So it's either a week after the start, or a week, or 3 weeks before closing. So yeah, because you have to look at your statements, because that's where it's going to tell you what when the actual time to pay it is, because as I was saying, the due date is the date that they picked. It's not a random date. It might seem like a random date, but it's not. So sometimes you'll open up a credit card and they'll give you like 45 days before you need to make your first payment. There's a reason for that. And that's the reason. That due date is specifically picked because that's the day you're going to pay the most in interest. So that's what they do. All my credit cards are on auto pay on the due date, so I never pay interest on credit cards, and I earn interest on all my money before the due date. Let your money make more money for you. Yes, but that's if you're paying everything off in full every single time. So if you can do that, that's wonderful. But if you can't do that, you want to know when's the best time to pay it, where you're not going to be paying the most in interest, where you're going to get hit with where your statement's going to come back slightly lower than what it actually should be if you paid off at the right time. So it's pretty neat, pretty cool, pretty fascinating stuff, which I wish they would teach kids this. Even though it's not the most exciting stuff, one day they're going to appreciate it. Like right now in my, people in their late 20s, early 30s, and even older, they're realizing that this stuff is super important. You have to keep track of this, especially when you want to open up your own business and start your own business. And, now you're dealing with money that is it's not coming in every single, when you work a steady job, that money's going to keep coming in as long as you can keep that job. When you own your own business, it fluctuates greatly. So, 1 month you might make, $3,000. The next month you might make $400. So it's scary. It's crazy. It's fun and exciting. I would prefer to be my own boss than work for anybody else. It is definitely something. It can be amazing. My boss is kind of an idiot. He's a real slacker. He doesn't put enough effort in. He puts all the pressure on me to get things done. So it's kind of funny. I love that I'm able to say that. And the only person I'm hurting is my own ego, I guess. But it is fun. Owning your business, if you can do it, it's definitely the way to go. And Jeremy backed me up on this. The wealthiest people in the United States. I think actually probably in anywhere in the world where there's a capitalist type of economy are small business owners. You know, it's not doctors, it's not lawyers. They have a lot of debt. Small business owners who have small amounts of debt, which can be paid off really quickly, and then their amount of income can be literally infinite. So small business owners, as long as they can put out what they're putting out, it's infinite. They own everything, so you know they're not having to really pay back anything, pay back anyone, or pay back anything. So small business owners is where it's at. They're the ones that can retire at 30. So anything else?
No. I think
With that being said, it is now 11 o'clock here. We're not going to make it to after hours. We're not going to make it. I'm ready to call it quits and maybe get back onto. I literally haven't even opened YouTube in like a week and a half, besides for like to watch these little clips of financial information and credit card information and credit bureau information. So haven't checked any of my stuff on YouTube, excuse me. So it'll be definitely something I probably should do tonight. Good Lord.
Wow.
Really appreciate just thinking about all that stuff. Like all the comments, I feel so bad. I've seen, like, I get notifications, but I just don't click on them because they come in so fast of everybody that has reached out to me asking where I get quick glimpses of, you know, some of the comments that come through and people are asking where I've been. So just kind of stuck in my own head with the last few days of trying to get stuff, you know, cleared and organized and back in order. So I really appreciate all the love and support that all of you have offered me. I love that you guys worry about me. I think it's so cute. I don't know if that's the right term, but it's heartwarming to know that there's so many people who think about me, you know, that worry about me. And, you know, I hate that I can't force myself to even get a response out there, some type of video. I've told myself, you know, I really need to, you know, my boss needs to kick himself or kick me into gear to doing like the little things that I know will help out and stuff like that. But we'll get to it. We'll get back on track. The summer's coming. Warmer weather is coming. So more motivation, more sunlight, more vitamin D, more happiness. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Right, honey?
Right.
Yeah. All right. I love you all so very much. Thank you so much for joining me on this. It was a nice Sunday, wasn't it? It was calm, cool, relaxing.
so relaxed.
It was definitely a lot more relaxing than yesterday and the last few days. Got a lot accomplished with a more clear head today. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get out and about and make some interesting videos for you guys. So really appreciate all the love and support, and I will be here.
You'll be back.
I'll be
within
back.
The next couple days.
I'll be here. If you don't hear from me in 8 to 10 years, just know, Junior, that these hands are spilled. I don't remember the line. That's so weird. That's another thing. I just started watching Seinfeld again. They're already going to take it off Netflix.
What?
With that, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to end the broadcast. Thank you so much. I love each and every one of you. You're all personal friends of mine, and I truly appreciate all the love and support that I've seen tonight. Thank you so much. And I will see you